Hey guys, I wanted to do another juice review real quick, but before I do that, I want to talk about a couple other things. And I think most vapors out there start the same way that I did. Basically, I was not a smoker. I have smoked in my life, on and off, but I was a smokeless tobacco user. And I had some gum issues, not caused by tobacco. I've just got periodontal disease, so I've had to have a couple of surgeries. Basically on the top, some gum grafts. Like I said, nothing, the periodontist told me it was nothing to do with dipping. But I just wanted to get off smokeless tobacco. And I'd quit several times before and had been successful, but I'd always start back. And so I started picking up those little e-cigs at your local convenience store. And it was okay. I mean, it was alright. But I knew there was something more to the e-cig than just those you pick up. So I got on the web and started browsing around for a while, and I just Googled vaping, and I live in Birmingham, so found this neat little store. It's called Vulcan Vape. Wesley's is one of the guys that own it. And I went in and got their address and drove over there one day. I was talking to them what I was doing and what I was trying to do. So they hooked me up with the Ego starter kit. And basically with their starter kit, you get two 650 mAh Ego style batteries. At the time you got the Kanger T2 tanks and a charger, and they gave you a free bottle of liquid when you bought a starter kit. So I liked it so much I turned a lot of other people on, to a lot of my customers, to vaping. Matter of fact, I had a customer in Florida, in Pensacola. I was just sitting with me and him, were out to dinner one night, and he picked up my Ego and hit it, and he's like, man, I like that. So I got back to Birmingham. It was getting around Christmas time, and I always buy gifts for my customers, so I picked him up one and took it down my next month on my next visit. Got him to vaping. Got my two brothers off cigarettes and got them to vaping with the starter kits, and those guys at Vulcan Vape, they all gave them the hookup. There's Daniel and Sebastian as the main two I dealt with originally, and they do a really good job. They know what they're talking about as far as what kind of setup you want. If you don't know a lot about it, they'll just sit and take their time and help you guys figure out what it is that you want, because a lot of people have adopted different vaping styles. That's my neighbor showing off his Honda Civic. But anyway, back to this review. When I went the first time, I really didn't. I was blown away by all the different juices they had, because I didn't even know that. Just thought you could get like a tobacco flavor and a menthol, and that was pretty much your choices that you had to get. Well, when I walked in, there's just tons of juice, just all kind of crazy juices. Halo, Signature, all their juices. They carried the Torque 56, the Sub-Zero, Freedom Juice, Smooth 8. Really good selection of Halo juices. If you guys not tried Halo juices, you need to give them a try. Then they had some Alien Vision, which is what I'm about to do a review on real quick. At that time they were carrying Bubba's Bounty, Gorilla Juice, and I think there was one called Cravalope that I did a juice review on the other day. I don't know if that came later, but so I think it was Sebastian that got with me that day, and he said, what kind of cigarette? I said, well, I didn't smoke. I'm not a smoker. I'm a smokeless tobacco user, and just wanted to get away from it. Had a couple problems with dipping. One thing was expense, can of Skoal cost $4.50 a can, and also has some other issues, but we're not going to get on all that. But I wanted to basically get off smokeless tobacco. So I'm telling you, this video is not just for, vaping's not just for smokers. It's for people who want to get off smokeless tobacco, because most of the time, people that have used smokeless tobacco have smoked sometime during their lifetime. So those guys hooked me up, and I just want to give them a shout out. Wesley, Sebastian, Ben, Daniel, all you guys over there, y'all do a great job. Also, they've opened up, since then they've opened a shop in Nashville and Atlanta, Georgia, and then they just expanded their store here in Birmingham. But you can check them out at www.vulcanvape, that's VULCANVAPE.com. Told him I'd give him a shout out. This juice review is on Gorilla Juice. Like, when I first went in, they didn't have Gorilla Juice. I just kept hearing things about Gorilla Juice. I started out with Bubba's Bounty and Torque 56 from Halo. Those are my first two juices that I bought from those guys. Now I've got a collection in my bedroom that just is nothing like Grim Green's collection, but it'll get there, I'm sure, eventually. But Daniel kept telling me, have you tried the Gorilla Juice? And I said, no, they were out of it, and they couldn't get it. So, and they finally walked in one day, and they had Gorilla Juice. They just got it in. And when I initially vaped it, I immediately bought me a tank and filled it up and started vaping it on my little Ego battery. And I couldn't put my mind on what it was. I knew it was a tobacco flavor, but I was like, what is that other flavor that I'm picking up? I got home that evening and it finally hit me. I said, it's banana. It's got a banana tobacco flavor. Duh, Gorilla Juice. But I was really impressed by that juice, and it's good juice. And I'm going to just show you guys I got my new mod in, and then I need to back up a little bit. This is the Anoken, I think is what it is, the SVD. Variable voltage, variable wattage mod. I picked it up on line from phasemods.com, and I sent the order in. I got it like 3 days later. Came in the mail. Came with an extension tube, the tube that you see here, an extension tube, a battery, and really surprised they put 3 iClear tanks in there. But if you've not used the iClear tanks, I'm a tank guy. Cardo tanks, just, I don't know. I'm either getting the wrong one or something. It's just not going very well with those tanks. But if you haven't tried this juice, I'm gonna take a quick draw off of this and see how it performs on this. And by the way, let's see what I'm vaping at. It's 2.5 resistance on my, that's a Kangaroo Pro tank, by the way. And this is 11 watts. Pretty good vapor production. It's not as good as vapor production I've got from some of the other, but I think the guy at Alien Vision does. This is basically a VG, a lot of VG. I don't know what the mixture is, but I'm pretty sure it's more VG than it is PG. But it's got a great flavor to it. You can taste that banana, plantain on the inhale. Throat hit, scale 1 to 5. I mean, it's a solid 3. It gives you a good throat hit. Sometimes in the morning time when I first get up and do a vape, it just it hits pretty hard, and then as the day goes on, it kind of mellows out. But it's a really good juice that one of my favorites, by the way. Bubba's Bounty's really good, and the Cravalope, I like the Cravalope from those guys. It's supposed to be a honeydew kind of a cantaloupe. It's a real refreshing flavor. Let's take another hit off of it. I'm gonna bump the wattage up just a little bit. I'm gonna go to 12. I'm gonna take another toot off of it. Pretty good vapor production. Flavor's spot on. I mean, you're not gonna beat the flavor. Like I said, the throat hits around the 3. But I'm going to wrap this up, guys. I'm new at this, so I'll get better as time goes on. I know I do a lot of rambling. Just trying to get the word about vaping out there. It's not just for people that want to get off cigarettes. It's also people that want to get off smokeless tobacco. And then again, I want to just give another shout out to Vulcan Vape, Birmingham, Alabama, Nashville, Tennessee, and Atlanta, Georgia. Go in and see those guys, and like I said, you can look them up on the web, and they'll be happy to take care of you. Thanks, and God bless you.